Hello and welcome again to Violeta English by Reportage. How come that in today's world, when we have so much access to information, there are still people who are victims of trafficking, of forced labor, or of other situations in which they are put in danger? How come that we have this extraordinary tool, the internet, different social media platforms where we can get a lot of information from, and people are still so easy to be, manipulated and cheated and trapped and attracted and then trapped into different situations like these. There are statistics about human trafficking, which is at an alarming rate and has been being like this for a long time, for many years. But even at this point in the 21st century, when we are so modern and our society is so evolved, this plague of this serious disease of society is still so strong. Human trafficking is still a strong phenomena in nowadays world. There is so much information about this, even on this very platform we are on YouTube. If you search for information, you'll find plenty and plenty of information, and you'll find plenty of very informed people. People on the one hand who have been trafficked, and they come in front and advocate because they want to prevent other people to fall into this trap. And on the other hand, you have specialists, former secret agents, policemen, psychologists, and so on, who tell you exactly how it happens, how these people are attracted, groomed, or simply attracted to come into some circles of people and leading them then to being trafficked. There are also statistics that show that trafficking, human traffic for sexual purposes, is actually involves not only young people like young girls, women, or even young boys, but it also includes children. And this is absolutely terrifying. This sounds unbelievable for some people. And also there is the other phenomena of forced labor. People, men, many times, who are attracted by some organizations who then forces them to perform forced labor. So how come that we have so much information and still we are not able to understand the way in which these organizations which do this type of human trafficking act, which are the warning signs, which are the red flags. Young people nowadays are very smart. They are much used to social media. They have been used to social media and to the internet and technology ever since they were children. So it's not difficult for them to be informed and to understand what they see on the internet. If they did this research and effort to be informed and to be aware of the dangers around them, that would save many people, and much less people would fall into the trap of those who traffic young people or young people. It's more difficult to say this, that they can get informed and then they can prevent anything for children, because they are very young and they don't have this capacity of taking care of themselves. That is a particular subject. It was very well debated in the movie which was launched around 2 years ago, The Sound of Freedom, which actually has as main character a former secret agent who has been in some real missions of saving children from the hands of traffickers of human beings. So he actually opened the door for the world to see what happens behind the closed doors in a space that we don't know, we don't have access to, but these things happen, and the movie proved that because it was based on real fact, on real missions. For young people, young women and young boys, there is a chance for them to find out information. This platform, YouTube, but many other platforms have got a lot of specialists who warn you about the red flags, because there are signs and attitudes and things that can warn you about the danger of getting involved with such people. Of course, there is one other aspect regarding a method which has been known for a long time, that famous method lover boy. When a man or a boy promises to a very young girl that they would get married, they go to a distant place, maybe a foreign country, and there he asks her to get into intimate relationships with other men for money for a limited amount of time, and then she's sold further to be trafficked. So, and she falls into this circle where she can't get out of anymore. So the world nowadays is full of dangers. It's true that these methods have been present for a pretty long time now, but I think nowadays this phenomena of human trafficking is much developed, and young people should pay much attention. Even though we live in this world where we have the possibility to expose a lot of information and details on social media, these things happen behind closed doors. Human trafficking, we don't have much access. This is actually how they function. Not much information going out to the public, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to keep on, because they would be into the attention of the police. But I think young people should be aware about that and should pay much attention. There is a lot of information. Instead of watching all sorts of influencers and dreaming about being an influencer or stuff like that, I think first of all, young people who interact with a lot of people because they like socializing and they need to work and make a life for themselves, they should be much informed about the dangers around them, about how to prevent the unfortunate situation when they get into contact with dangerous people that might attract them in such dangerous trafficking organizations or other dangerous circles that they might get into. So while we have access to so much information, we should take advantage of that and be aware that the more you are informed, the stronger you are. You're not strong if you imitate a famous influencer who has got huge lips and I don't know, very muscular body, or I don't know what kind of clothes. And no, you are strong when you are informed and when you are able to see the world around you and be aware of the dangers and stay away from them, and be around people who are trustworthy and by whose side your life can flourish and go on in a normal manner, a life in which you can benefit from your freedom of choice, and of course you can build your life and your future. Yeah, so I think it's important, that's what I mean with this one. We have so much information, especially young people who, you know, as I've said, they don't know much about this world. They don't have so much life experience. They should take advantage of the information existing on the internet. There are many specialists, people that you can trust, and you can find out a lot of information from there. On the other hand, for young people who really feel that they are in danger, there are all sorts of organizations that you can go to and find advice, official organizations, non-profit organizations, organizations related to the state, sometimes, that you can talk to and ask for help or advice. But first of all, don't waste time on the internet fascinated by influencers, because that's quite a waste of time. But be informed, because that's the real strength, that's the real power. So with this, I wish you to have a great day, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.